Greetings everyone, Shuvi here. You may have heard of Frozen Heart Azir. May that be from Korean Azir one-tracks after the Azir rework, or the Fnatic gets my ELO 2022 special edition.
What the f is this item build?
Others may have taken this as an off-meta fun build, but we take this piece of technology with complete seriousness and respect. Behold, for I am gonna show you the art of Frozen Heart Azir. First and foremost, where did all of this come from? Reading through the ancient drawings within the pyramids, the oldest piece of Frozen Heart Azir video I can find was from Drifting Azir 3+ years ago. Later on during 2021 to 2022, a certain someone uploaded several Frozen Heart Azir videos on YouTube. People took that as satire. After all, in a league society where ELO equals social status, who's gonna listen to an Iron 4? Granted, that Iron 4 is the rank 2 Azir in his server, so at least give me some credit, man. Moving forward to 2023, Azir got a rework and the elite Korean Azir one-track started buying Frozen Heart.
You all laughed at me. Well, I have to say, you're not laughing now, are you?
So, what are the benefits of Frozen Heart Azir? The most obvious thing we can take from this is the sheer flat stats. The 90 armor puts every other tank item to shame. This amount of physical defense is fully capable of neutralizing all lethality items, bar the combination of Black Cleaver plus the Relder's Grudge of course, so enjoy enemy AD's assassins mauled in all chat. Actually, they're flaming towards no one since we seasoned professionals disable chat for higher concentration in game. Frozen Heart is also one of the only 2 non-tier legendary items that provides mana, allowing you to have access to a broader range of mythics. Now, you are no longer forced to buy a Lost Chapter mythic every single game and can reach out for broader options. As for the Q spammers out there, Frozen Heart serves as another bailout for you. What Azir needs from the items most is CDR, attack speed, others, in that order. So why is CDR or ability haste nowadays that crucial? Azir's damage comes from his soldiers, unless you are a master at weaving lasers, which has a limited sphere of influence, while also showing Azir is one of the few champions remaining in the game that has counterplay. This essentially means that you require precise soldier placements, hence where the difficulty of Azir originates. Don't you dare tell me an Azir stack is a hard combo. With soldier charges capped at 2, room for error is scarce. This is where ability haste kicks in. In the case of Azir, the amount of CDR scales with Azir's fault tolerance. If you misplace a soldier, with high CDR, the lower recharge time brings quicker soldier replenishment for you to redeploy. In other words, CDR brings down Azir's mechanical difficulty. Here's a perfect example of me spam clicking the turret until I remember the Sundis is active somewhere else, WQ'd 2 soldiers in Narnia, yet still proceed to beat the Yasuo. 'Tis the power of Frozen Heart. The armor delaying his damage, the extra CDR allowing me to play like Iskandar in Fate, and the cripple effect making Yasuo look like Agent Smith. Speaking of crippling the opponent, we move on to the attack speed part for Azir. Since soldiers attacked with the A button, Azir's attack speed is realistically the AP scaling multiplier for Sand soldiers. In a theoretical sense, when we talk about Azir's DPS, if you have 1.00 attack speed, your WAP scaling per second is 60%. If the attack speed is 1.5, AP scaling per second is 90%. You know the score by now. In a practical sense, you want to dish out as many autos as possible before enemies run out of soldier radius. Thus why it is essential to have either a Berserker's Greaves or Nashor's when you build damage. Now how does the cripple effect benefit Azir? Let me introduce to you the concept of relative attack speed. If you have heard me mention this a lot, then thank you very much. For instance, let's say you have 1 attack speed and an enemy Saya with the same attack speed starts attacking you. Her actual attack speed would be 0.8, and yes, she will still be in Frozen Heart cripple range even with a rapid fire cannon. Numerically, with the 20% attack speed drop, after 5 seconds, I could auto her 5 times, but she could only auto 4. That one auto difference alone matters a lot for auto attacking champions. Not to mention that 4 autos is the optimistic maximum in reality. Having a sudden drop in attack speed breaks the enemy's auto attack rhythm. Former pro player Rush explains it best.
High elo players usually like kinda optimize their auto move, all optimized. But by having this item, I can the rhythm, tempos, rhythms. I can even their like body health too. Oh, it should be auto. Like they're getting mined, but auto doesn't pop off.
Some elaboration to Rush. In this day and age, even the lowest of elos of players optimize autos so it is as effective in all ranks. Another benefit for Frozen Heart Azir is more tailor-made for top lane, the wave manipulation capabilities. Unlike mid lane where it is easier to escape with a drift, top lane is far wider and you are extremely prone to ganks in the lane phase. Therefore, you want the wave to be right outside of allied turret range throughout the first 15 minutes. When there's a minion wave crashing in the turret, you need to hold the wave. Yet for some stupid reason as a feature, enemy units get shared vision on both you and your soldiers. This means if you have a soldier on the field and you need to pull the wave, you cannot use the bushes to de-aggro, and as a result, you will always take a lot of damage when pulling waves. In order to not lose too much health and get tower dove a few seconds later, you will need some flex tape. Wait, I mean water smell.
Who wrote this?
With the water smell passive, freezing the lane becomes a million times less risky. You can simply stand still, go play some FGO or Yu-Gi-Oh while you wait for your minion wave to arrive, or make some Yorkshire tea while you're at it. What's more, the effect scales with HP. How is that good for Azir, you may ask? Fun fact, Azir has the 70th highest HP in League. That's almost the top 10th percentile. Even better, quite a number of AP items provide health. Shadowplane, that's HP. Rylai's, that's a lot of HP. Morelos, sure do. Crown, yep. And many more. When freezing or trading, it is always satisfying to see the -5s popping out left, right, center. Some of you may be concerned with the amount of damage forgone. In this one-shot meta that has been going on for more than half a decade, except the 3 patches of durability last year, if you build full AP, you maximize your damage potential, but your chances of getting there is ridiculously low, because you are already in grey screen before you even start dealing damage. Conversely, if you build more defensively, you have the downside of a lower damage potential, but you are guaranteed to deal damage before dying. Having a 100% chance to deal 70 damage is miles more consistent than having a 20% chance to deal 100 damage, and 80% chance to deal 0. Frozen Heart Azir, or Bruiser Azir as a whole, brings performance consistency. Also, as an AP damage dealer, you either have a lot of AP with Rabadons or very little AP without the death cap. Whatever you build in the 4 legendary item slots don't really affect your overall damage. Especially in this context, you are just trading 1 slot for Frozen Heart. Who is suitable for playing Frozen Heart Azir? Firstly, we have people who are not good at dodging skill shots. May that be because you are not superb with reactions, play with a poor internet provider, or you feel like playing on the EU West server all the way from Hong Kong. Regardless of the condition, you are going to take a lot of unnecessary damage. You need that extra tankiness. Do you need extra mechanics to play Frozen Heart Azir? Nope. Here's an example of someone first timing it.
Lord and Savior, the tank is here. No way I did most damage.
Yeah, so basically anyone who can play generic Azir is also suitable to go Frozen Heart. When do you buy Frozen Heart? Rush your first item whenever the enemy laner has high reliance on attack speed. Yasuo Yone Q cooldowns, Kalista for instance, or champions that require skill auto-whiffing such as Riven, Aatrox, Jax, Cassandra, etc. However, if you do this, make sure you are not the sole AP damage in the team, which is completely doable in this current environment with Maokai's and Kai'Sa's wreaking havoc. If you don't rush Frozen Heart, press tab around 20 minutes to check which enemy is fed. If it is an 80 damage jungler or enemy ADC, do it. If no one is fed, check 10 minutes later, because everyone throws their leads. Or you can just build it when you feel like it.
Today I feel...
Frozen Heart.
Today I feel disabled.
Some of you might have this question in mind. Why Frozen Heart over Zhonya's? In terms of opportunity cost, by foregoing Zhonya's for Frozen Heart, you lose 80 ability power and a stasis in return for the massive static bundle. 80 ability power may look a lot, but that only reduces 48 pre-mitigated damage per soldier auto. Regarding the stopwatch, you are only delaying your death for 2.5 seconds. You are simply giving the enemy more time to reposition themselves. Even if your stasis succeeded in evading some skill shots, by the time it ends, their one-shot combo cooldowns are already up again. Furthermore, you are already playing one of the highest APM champions in the game. The last thing you want is another active ability to pay attention to. In fairness, that is not to say that Zhonya's has zero advantages against Frozen Heart. You still need it for the Malphite ult. I would like to emphasize that you can build them both together. They aren't mythics. Since the enemy will utilize your stasis to get close, they will have to get in Frozen Heart range and cue the auto-cancel Fiestas. In fact, you can add that with a crown, banshees, stone plates, and swap your boots into an anathemas for extra emotional damage. But we leave the topic of tank Azir for another time. Frozen Heart Azir isn't limited to tank. Now here's the thing, how different is the Frozen Heart Azir playstyle from the generic one? Technically, no. You are doing everything the same, but with the extra gain of melee combat abilities. Yep, this section is that short.
I will send you to Jesus.
This guide is not made to show how broken Frozen Heart is on Azir, but to provide a different perspective to the concept of meta. When was the last time you played a game where your item set is neither from the shop recommended nor the stat website's highest win rate build? I suspect many players never clicks on the all items tab in the shop. The meta refers to most effective tactic available. The issue is that determining whether something is effective is 100% subjective. The typical Azir build in the past 3 years has been the Luden Shadow Flame. People call that the meta, sure, but I barely ever win with that build, so how is that the meta? You are free to take everything I have said so far as sarcastic, but if you take anything away from this guide, I want you to know that the true meta is to build what you need and not what the general public forces. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, may you like the video, comment what you think about Frozen Heart Azir, and subscribe to my channel. We are currently aiming for a positive growth curve. Also, I will make a Cantonese version of this guide to be uploaded a few days later hopefully, due to my local audience's demand. Comment down below on whether you want that video to be also on this channel or I make a second channel for it. Anyways, see you next time. Bye.